Hello, thank you for joining me for my second vlog. Thank you also to everyone who watched the first one and sent me lovely comments. Really nice. So I think I'll try and make this a consistent thing. I hope that you're well and having a really healthy, happy, lovely day. And I'd also like to say thank you to the people who tweeted me questions. So I put a note on Twitter a few days ago saying tweet me your questions and I'll answer them on my vlog. So I'm just going to go through those and answer them. So I've just got my phone here. So thank you to Amy, Ellie, Skylar, Ruth and Gretchen. Really appreciate all your comments. So I'm going to go through the questions now and try to answer them. So first of all, who are your favourite authors? Great question, really hard one to answer because I've got so many. I'm a big Jane Austen fan, particularly enjoyed Pride and Prejudice. I've read that several times. That's like the original chick lit for me, so really love that one. Also seen the TV series and the film over and over again. Really big fan, as you can tell. I also read a lot of chick lit books, so Marion Keyes, Paige Toon, Lindsay Kelk, Giovanna Fletcher, they're all my favourites. Really enjoy all of their books. I'm currently reading a book by Zana Mackenzie. Really love her stuff as well. She's an up and coming one, so look out for her if you haven't read any of hers already. I also read other genres, but they're usually my favourites. So thank you for that question. Next one. What's your new book about? Great question again. So the new book is about unrequited love. The protagonist is called Alice, and she is in love with her best friend's fiance, and the wedding is imminent at the start of the book. So lots of drama and conflict there. I'm really excited about sharing it with you guys, and you can listen out for some news about when that might be released in the coming months. But yeah, really excited, really enjoyed writing this one. What do you do when you're not writing? So lots of things. I'm really into colouring in at the moment, and a little bit of cross stitch, trying to be a bit crafty. I like watching TV and films, the same as the next person. I really enjoy walking my dogs, spending time with my family and friends. Reading, of course, read a lot. Planning for holidays. I'm always planning the next trip. Or going on the next trip. I've got a bit of a wanderlust bug, which you might be able to tell from my books because there's usually some sort of sense of travel and adventure there. I write full time now. I've given up my job, but I also do a bit of copywriting. So I do a bit of marketing copywriting. So when I'm not writing my books, I'm quite often found doing that. Next question. What's your favourite chick flick? Another good one, another really hard one to answer. I've written a few blogs about romantic comedy movies. I really love anything that's amusing and light-hearted in my entertainment. So I enjoyed The Holiday, really love that one. Love Actually, basically any romantic comedy film, I'm usually a fan of it. Dirty Dancing, of course, what a classic. And I saw Bridget Jones's Baby earlier this week. That was really funny, and I wrote a blog about it. So go to sarahlouisesmith.com and check out my latest blog, and you can see what I had to say about that. There's no spoilers or anything if you haven't seen it. But I talk about how amazing Bridget Jones is. I think I was 15 when the first book came out, and that's when I really fell in love with the genre. So you could say it was quite an influential book for me, and I just think Bridget's great, so relatable. So I really love those movies too, as well as the books. Can't unlock my phone now. Right, where do you go to write? Another good question. So I quite like to write on the sofa with my laptop on my lap, but I find that I have problems with my wrists then, which is a terrible thing to happen for any writer. So I've been trying to avoid that, and I write in my office mostly, which is a spare room, come junk room, spare room, office, whatever you want to call it. But I've got myself properly set up with a proper chair and desk in there. So that's where I do the majority of my writing these days. I also sometimes like to go to a Starbucks or a Costa and get a drink, put my earphones in, and just to get a new space really, and tune out and get some fresh ideas. So I sometimes do that as well. Right, that's all the questions this week. So thank you so much again to everyone who sent them in. Keep tweeting me, keep messaging me. I really appreciate all your comments. Thank you again for all of your support. And thank you again for tuning in. I'm trying to keep these to about 5 minutes, and I've just gone over even, so I'm not doing too badly. I hope you keep well, have a great week, keep reading, keep messaging me. Love to hear from you. Thank you so much again, and I'll speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Before I go, if I forgot, I was going to say hello to Arwen again, because I had lots of lovely comments about how sweet she was and how she was the star of my video. I've just woken her up, so she's looking a bit sleepy, not so bitey this time, so say hi Arwen, hello. She's getting really big into everything, but also very, very sweet, as you can tell. Look, she's falling asleep right now. Okay, take care, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.